A very long time ago, in the Great War, 6 warriors sacrificed themselves to cast an ancient magic, sealing the demon lord Beelzebub and bringing peace to Faraland. Their bodies turned into 6 crystals. Legend has it that if one of the 6 crystals is broken, the magic bond will be weakened. Demon Lord once again will rise and threaten the life of all mankind. A very long time ago, in the Great War, 6 warriors sacrificed themselves to cast an ancient magic, sealing the demon lord Beelzebub and bringing peace to Faraland. Their bodies turned into 6 crystals. Legend has it that if one of the 6 crystals is broken, the magic bond will be weakened. Demon Lord once again will rise and threaten the life of all mankind.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to our AMA, Unix for Life. I hope everybody's doing well, doing healthy. Today, AMA with Faraland, we have a special guest. It's the CTO, Son. Son, how you doing, my friend?
Yes, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me today. Excited to be here.
Nice. Could you please introduce yourself a little bit for our viewers?
Of course. So my name is Sun Ho. I'm the CTO of Faraland.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right.
For everybody who knows, it's my first AMA doing it. My name is Sally. I'm head of gaming from Unix. It's a pleasure to be here, and we have some awesome things for you guys today. So stay tuned. And yeah, before we go into everything about Faraland, we have some exciting news. We have a giveaway, and regarding the giveaway, Son, could you just elaborate a little bit for our viewers what it is?
Of course. So we're gonna give away total $200 to 10 lucky viewers today. We're gonna pick out live question, and I'm gonna answer them. So whoever question I answer, they would have an airdrop of 20 USD.
Perfect. And that will be then announced and distributed in the next 24 to 48 hours, right?
Yes, that's right.
Amazing. So yeah, let's talk about Faraland, right? What is the project all about? Tell us.
Yeah, Faraland is, well, I can tell you a lot about Faraland, but basically Faraland is a turn-based strategy and RPG game available on mobile. So in game you can use NFTs, more NFT heroes and items to play in the game. You can play PvE, play against other players. We have a lot of exciting features like recruiting troops, moving, exploring the maps, capturing resource, and so on. And upcoming, we will have the Guild War features coming in as well. But I'll talk more about it further as we go.
Wow. Me as a gamer, right? I always, when I see new projects upcoming, I always look behind, okay, what did inspire them, right? So for you, question. So how the project started and where does the inspiration come from?
Yeah, it all started as a coincidence. And so our founder, we have 6 founders, came from over the kind of field. And they all coincidentally play games and are all hardcore gamers. They just love game, and yeah, like they see what is the most tricky thing in game is that hacking and the security. So our founders saw an opportunity to apply that blockchain technology to improve the security for games. And yeah, it started all out at a cafe, and it just happened to meet each other and happened to reconnect and talk to each other. So the whole Faraland team is inspired by World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, even Pokemon series, and Horizon Zero Dawn.
Wow, Horizon Zero Dawn. Man, I'm excited for the second part, to be honest. Just a little side note. And when you mentioned World of Warcraft, I played it for 13 years. I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. My opinion, Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy Tactics are the best Final Fantasies, my personal view. Yeah, amazing. When I hear these kind of things, I'm really getting excited, you know, and then you can immediately you see or you hear that the people who are making the game are gamers, right? And that gives them an additional motivation, right? It gives you a big push to deliver, right, the right product. So tell us a little bit about the team behind the project.
All right. Like I said before, the team came from various kind of field. We have our developer teams that came from the Kyber network. So if you know Kyber network into crypto for quite a while, you would know what Kyber network is. They have the Kyber Dex right now as well, and some came from a very artistic kind of aspect. We have this our creative director who've been working in this art industry for over 20 years, and our CMO has working with various kind of traditional marketing and crypto as well.
Wow, sounds really, really interesting. And all based where?
So they're all based in Vietnam. Like I say, they coincidentally meet in at a cafe and they just click.
Okay, like I mentioned already before the AMA started, right? I'm really looking forward to also visit Vietnam. So because we had talks with a lot of people, also a lot of projects, and really amazing things come from Vietnam. So really looking forward to that. Can you tell me a little bit about the project? What are some outstanding features, strengths about this project, right, amongst other projects?
Strength and maybe the most exciting features of Faraland is the NFT items are equipable on NFT heroes. I think that we are one of the first to actually integrate that into reality and mobile game as well. We have planned to do 3D graphics later on the road, but I think that's one of the biggest aspects of features that make Faraland stand out. And of course, our vision as well. We look at games. We look at this game blockchain, GameFi, not as a financial tools, but as a game itself. Like I say before, it designed to be a game blockchain. Right there is to improve other aspect of the game, and not that finance is not important. It's important as well, but think of it as a bonus for this kind of genre.
Wow. I mean, you nailed it. And I like the idea or what you just mentioned, right? One thing is play to earn, and then the other thing is play and earn, right? And I think that this project, like, it really indicates that it's about the game, right?
Yeah,
it's about the game. And this is for me personally as a gamer, as a hardcore gamer, passionate gamer. I mean, you nailed it. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. And the next question that I would like to ask you, challenges that the team has experienced during the process, right, of creating this.
Within the team itself, we do have some disagreement while developing the process, but all come to an end. And Faraland is still a young project, and we learn from our mistake. And we, like I say, it all started out before even the GameFi, even the trend. And so we met some aspect we didn't have much advisors can actually give us very useful info. And we didn't know, it's a very new world to marketing, and we didn't really know where to start it out as marketing, but we eventually overcame that challenges. Another challenge is with this current market right now is the challenges. Is a challenge. All the GameFi is being diluted, and there's so many scam projects, so many, sorry for my language, so many bad projects out there. And I think this winter served as a challenge that only good blockchain game would survive. So I think this is a challenge that we would overcome. And of course, this winter, a short winter of crypto has affected Faraland price a little bit, but we managed to overcome that as well. And we create a sideway, and in the next few months, we're going to do a lot of marketing and a lot of product development and introduction in the next few months.
Yeah, I think you really said it well, right? Only the good projects will survive and say it. But I think it's a period of 6 months. I think a project is, if it breaks the 6 months, let's say, wall, right? You can see, okay, the project is here to stay, or it's
exactly
right.
You can't force you can't force a good game. You can't force a good project. Look at Cyberpunk, for example. It's supposed to be
Don't get me started.
Yeah, don't get me started. That it's one of the biggest games. It's supposed to be one of the biggest games in this centuries.
Yes.
And because they forced it too fast, it became a flop. That's sum it up. That's just.
Can I ask you? It's really a little bit on the side, right? It's about gaming itself, and Cyberpunk is a really, really good example. Right? It was forced, right? So was it forced by the developers, by the community, or by the investors?
I think it's all of them. So the community didn't force, the community did put the pressure on them, and the developer, but it's also the developer fault because they put out a product that disappoint the user, isn't it? Like, even though you listen to your community, you walk it up. I would rather they delay it for another 6 months and give me a good games. And that is what makes good games. Like, developer has this mentality of, okay, you have to love it yourself in order to the user to love it. You have to be proud of it for the users to play it well, isn't it?
100%. I mean, 100%. I'll be honest. Like, I bought Cyberpunk, I refunded it. I was one of these because it wasn't ready, and they should have taken their time. But yeah, thank you so much. I know that we went away a little bit from the topic, but I really wanted to hear your opinion, right, from the developing side, from the company side, what your thoughts on this was. And now I would like to come to the, I would say the gameplay. Right, the gameplay of each game. It's for me, it's like what drives everything. Of course, the team behind it. That's of course. But first, let's go with the obvious things. So, on what's smart chain? What smart chain is it?
It's under Binance Smart Chain. But we're doing cross chain at the moment. We do have an Ethereum contract with not much use case on it just yet. We are slowly developing on that cross chain. So we're doing DOT and Heco and Avalanche as well. So we're working on multiple changes at the moment.
Nice. Was that a no-brainer for you when it comes to the smart chain that was on Binance or?
Binance. The first block, the first chain, smart chain we went on is Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain, I think, is one of the top chains right now at the moment, and we decided to go on there because they have such a great team support, and yeah, I think that's a good decision from our team as well.
Okay, I know that we touched on this topic just in the previous section, but what makes this game different from other play-to-earn games?
Well, like I said before, it's about the experience we bring to our players. So it's a mobile game, right? And we integrate this open world system into our game. And what we make it excited is that every decision that we make, any option you choose in the game could later on affect your ending. It's more like if you ever play Skyrim, and like if you choose a faction, it would come up to a different ending. It's our biodome as well. It's kind of this open world where you can do whatever you want with your heroes as well. You can either use it as a mage or an assassin, like all that typical heroes role, or you can use it as farmer or dealer. It's full of possibilities. Yes.
Oh, it's a really nice twist. I really like it. When it comes to the game itself, is it free to play, or does it need NFT in order to play it?
Yes, it does require an NFT to play, and a minimum of 1. So for PvP, we have a maximum of 3 NFT per team, and you can compete with others during that time. Sorry. Sorry, where was you do need NFT to play, and for the price NFT, it varies a little bit. So we have this minted period where all the heroes were 0.5, and you can summon your hero, which is we have 7 races of hero. We have human, orc, elf, demon, fairy, and angel. So we have 7 races, and all of them are different. And we have in total of 20k NFT, and all of them are unique. None of them are alike in appearance. None of them are alike, and that is what makes Faraland very exciting. But we do have plans to integrate a non-NFT features coming in, so that would be a plan for us, and a big plan as well, because with App Store right now, they don't allow NFT games. They don't allow blockchain game. So we create an NFT, non-NFT aspect features, and we bring that into our game, and we put our game onto Google Play and App Store, and that is what we're going to do. And with the pricing of the NFT, you can check it out on our market, on our website. Like I say, it depends on our user. The price of what NFT depends on our users. They themselves can be trader on the market as well, both for NFT items and heroes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, could you just elaborate also and explain us a little bit of the gameplay overview and the game modes that are inside of the game currently?
Yeah, sure. So we have right now, because we just launched PvE, the main version, the expedition version, and PvP is on the beta test version. So with PvE is pretty much you battle with monster and doing quests, regular quests, to fighting monster, and we have an unexpected event where it could lead to a boss fighting. So everything is okay. And PvP is a test version. So later on in the upcoming weeks, we're gonna be introducing skill trees for heroes and skill book as well. So basically, all type of skills you can use as the race and as a hero.
Oh, when you say like skill books and skill trees, does that mean then you can customize each, let's say, hero, right, with skills that you want? Or will they be like, I don't know, race locked to the race or to the class? How does that go?
So right now we're introducing for each race three classes for each race, different for each race, right? So human have sorcerer and angel and guardian, but all have berserker and warrior. So like that kind of thing. It will be linked to a race form. Right now it's only be limited to a race, but later on we're going to be expanding it for each skill tree for each race. So we expanding, and the skill book as well. Skill book is, if you ever play an MMORPG game, you can learn a skill, and that is directly bound to your hero as well. You cannot change it. You cannot. There's certain level for skill book as well, level 1, level 2, and level 3, and you can actually learn all three of that level, and it's going to be different skill. Level 1 skill, level 2 skill.
Is there a limit to the skills that one hero can learn, or does a skill need to be overwritten by another skill? For example, okay, you have only 3 skills, and if you want to learn a new skill, you need to override it.
No, you do. You can learn as much as you want, but okay, you can only bring 3 skills into the PvP. So you can just make variety, right? Just make a tactical. Let's make a tactical game. If you met a team that's stronger than you, you need a skill set that can give you an advantage over your opponent.
Oh, okay. So basically, if I have a hero that learns all the skills, that hero is freaking awesome.
Yeah, you can do, and whatever, like I said, you can do whatever you want with NFT.
Wow,
it's up to you.
That is something, you know, I'm really looking always inside of games. Like if I hear the thing like I can do whatever I want, that's kind of my kind of game, right? That gives you the ability to free roam, right? There's no limitations, right? So it's really, really awesome. And what is the play and earn model in this case, right, of the game?
Yeah, like I said, it's a bonus. So, but you still can earn from PvE. So you can farm out what we call in-game currencies, soulstone, and from that soulstone you can bring it to the market and sell it. So, like I said, the price of a soulstone is decided by the user and player. So I can't convert it into USDT or BUSD, but it depends on what you sell in prices. You can farm out soulstone and sell on the market for BNB or Fara, up to you. And ranking reward and tournament ranking in PvP as well. And we have currently, I think the tournament's ending tomorrow. Currently, we have a PvP tournament, and the total prize of it is 21,000 Fara.
Okay. Wow. Can I join?
Yeah, like go ahead. Get some NFT, get your gear up, and join the battle.
I'm done when it comes to game. I'm always done with it, right? I want to join and test as many games. You know, I'm living my dream, if you can say so. You know, I can talk about games, play games for. It's really
from
amazing.
games. I mean, like always dream to be a streamer. Right now I can play games without streaming and still make money. So yeah, like dream comes true.
Yeah, I was like thinking, I was talking to our CEO, Somelko. He's also a passionate gamer like myself. And we was like, man, if this was like 15 years ago, like, wow.
That's true. Very true.
Right.
Very true.
What I wanted to also, before we go to the next topic, one additional thing. The inspiration of the art itself, right? Is it pixel art? Where or do you love the art itself?
I do. I really do. I like the chibi art. It's this small like indie game is chibi art, and like I said, the 3D graphic can be developed later on. But right now, I do enjoy the art. It's not pixel, but it's chibi, and always like cute things. You know?
Yeah, and I really need to say, really awesome job. I watched the trailer again, right? And whoever did the sound, the music, really awesome job. The music it really entangled me. It's really well done. So kudos whoever did it.
Yeah, I'll pass it down for your kind word.
Thank you, much appreciated. So yeah, tokenomics, right? It's always a big topic when it comes to blockchain games, NFT games. Can you talk about a little bit about the tokenomics overview?
Yeah, sure. I'm not going to go into much details onto the numbers. I'm just going to take out the major number. You can see all of the tokenomics on our website. So the main thing that we want to do is game incentive 22%, private sale is 10.6%, and seed was 2%. We put 5% for marketing and partnership, and 20% for foundation. So even though we only a young project and we only at beta test phase for our PvP, we have distributed all of our seed token and private token in December. We have an IDO in June, and we have distributed all the seed and private token in December. And right now, we also decide to lock our team token for another year. So to ensure that the community that we're not going to sell our games. We all gamers, we want our game to come true. We want our game to be what all gamers want to play. That's what we want to.
The dream, right? The dream. Yeah, man. Just before we continue, one more time also, hi everyone is also joining. For everyone, we are here with the CTO of Faraland, Son. Really nice to have you again. I just wanted to shout out to the community, to everybody who is also right now in the chat watching us. Thank you for being here. And yeah, we have some exciting things to come. Now, Son, there's always a big topic when it comes to NFT games, right? And it's, your token utility and burning mechanism, right? What can you say about Faraland and these two things?
Okay. I'll start with token utility. So with token utilities, we create an ecosystem around Faraland. What we do is we actually create a launchpad as well using the same native token as Fara. So right now we have a use case for buying equipment in gacha, stake to level up your heroes, trade equipment on marketplace, upgrade your equipment, even change your hero name. Like you can actually get a unique name for your hero into your game. We have staking on our launchpad to get a ticket to an IDO launching on Fara Starter as well. And upcoming, we have crafting features coming in as well. So that's going to be used for utilizing our token. Burning mechanism is pretty interesting. We're going to burn 5% of what all the transact fees on our marketplace, including gacha, on the 12th of every single month.
Okay. If I may ask, 12th specific date or?
The 12th of every month, yes.
Wow. That sounds great.
75% of, not to mention the 75% of all that transaction fees going to the game incentive as well. So we create multiple things to generate game incentive.
It sounds really interesting. So every 12 you burn 5%. I think the combination that you now mentioned, right, of the token utility and the Birkin mechanism is actually really well thought through. Sorry,
So yeah,
English not my native language.
it was built, and like at the beginning, before the IDO, there was some adjustment, but it was built to sustain Faraland in term of long term. We want the game to be long term, so we have to have a functional and sustainable tokenomic, and well, isn't it? Like it has to be sustainable.
100%. I mean, for like literally every question that I so far threw at you, and you answered really great, and each answer just confirms my personal thought is like from gamers for gamers, right? You really well thought it through. It is a project, in my opinion, here to stay, and I'm really excited for it. I mean, we will come to also release. I know it's out, but we will come to that in a bit. Staking an API. Is there any?
Yes, definitely there is. So the 3 month and 6 month staking option that just came to an end, like this month, it just came to an end. So we still have single staking of 5% available for all players. It doesn't have any lock, it's single staking. You can unlock it, or you can stake it or unstake it anytime you want. Staking that also granting you hero experience as well. So one of the way for your hero to gain experience as well. So that is something we do. And later on, we probably would introduce some more option onto this staking API as well.
Okay. Wow. And planes for sustainability. Wow. Hardware.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, it's all about sustainability. Coming from our token burn, token utilities, even locking our team token in to have a sustainable ecosystem around Faraland, creating multiple platforms, creating use case for Fara token. For that, the more use case for Fara token, the more Fara we need to use. So means more sustainable for Fara token as well. And we also, for the game incentive, we also partner up with a few projects like BuySwap or Honey Farm, and created their own kind of side quest on that. And the reward come in that our partner token as well. So that would increase the reward without increasing the supply for Fara. So again, sustainability.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for answering this one. It's a big topic, right? Tokenomics, especially when it comes to all the blockchain games, NFT games, is a really big topic. It's a thing that needs to be well thought through. And thank you for providing us these answers, also to the viewers, to the community, and then also for everybody who will be watching this. I will switch it up a little bit, and goals. Currently, let's say, what are any upcoming features in the project that we can, see in the near future?
Like I said, the skill tree and the skill book for the PvP are being introduced in the next few weeks. Could be
personally looking forward to that.
Yep, I'm personally looking forward to that. I'm stuck up, and I play my game. I put a lot of money in it, so this is going to be good. Another interesting feature I think that a lot of gamers looking forward to is crafting, isn't it? Crafting always a hardcore part of the game. You have to gather materials, you have to gather all the recipe to craft that items, and those items will be NFT as well.
Okay.
And we have guild. We also have guild features coming in as well. So guild, you can join guild and participate in guild war, and the companion features also coming as well. Like I mentioned, one last thing, the non-NFT features that I mentioned before, also coming in probably this year.
Well, so could you just a little bit, if it's okay, if you can disclose it, of course, the companion feature, right? Just elaborate a little bit on that.
So companion is basically your pet, right? You can raise it, that you can equip it onto your NFT heroes, and it will give you stat, right? Additional stat, and it's increase your hero power, isn't it? And there will be a breeding system for the companion as well. but that will coming after the companion features.
And they will, of course, be also tradable, right?
Yeah, they are tradable on the market at the moment.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Can you disclose any kind of marketing strategies from your side? What you're currently using?
So marketing strategies, in terms of, can you be more specific on marketing strategy in terms of, well, normal marketing, we gonna be expanding our marketing to Latin speaker countries and North America in the upcoming months. I'm gonna do really some campaign to do it as well.
Platforms? What kind of platforms as well?
Platforms, we're gonna do both traditional and cryptos. So this is, like I said, is game focused. So crypto is as a game blockchain. And for traditional, we focus as, well, a game itself.
Amazing. I'm constantly hearing it, and you going back always like it's about the game, right? And this is a good thing. Like, to the whole conversation, for you, the main focus is the game itself, and that brings me to one question. When you say the main focus is the game, the focus in the development, what is the current main focus? Was it like to bring out the PvP, the guild features? What is the main focus right now?
So the main focus right now is to perfect the gameplay and the game mechanism. So there's gonna be more update, and frequently we're doing update every 2 weeks or 3 weeks now with the version. We're doing every update, introducing more area, introducing more quests onto it. So that is what we're going to be focusing on. Graphics, coming up to is graphics as well. Like I said, graphics, we are drawing all the equipment will be shown in PvP in the upcoming update, and 3D graphics is in plan.
Okay. Do we have a approximate roadmap or regarding the 3D graphics? Will it be released this year, maybe next year?
I would say hopefully the end of this year or early next year.
Perfect. If it's okay, before we continue with the section, just want to say, John Patrick, I saw your comment. I love the Iron Man poster. Thank you so much. It's my favorite Marvel hero. Just pointing it out. Thank you so much for this comment. And before we come also to the questions, also we have a lot of questions from the community. We will pick out some of also, and then hopefully we'll also answer them. But I have personally some questions for you, Son, if that's okay. It's game related, right?
Right.
We're gamers. Yes. What are, if I ask you, okay, name me your top 3 games of all time.
Top 3 games of all time. Oh, that's hard. That's really hard to choose. But if I had to pick it out, Pokemon, Final Fantasy VII, and World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft and Dota, like those are very kind of like similar genre. Like I love the art of Dota and World of Warcraft. They done it well.
I mean, World of Warcraft is. It is the best MMORPG. We can like say it. Like everybody wants to be the World of Warcraft killer, right?
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
But I need to also disclose, it went downwards after the last expansion. I played every expansion, but I really, they did some things that they shouldn't have done. But let's not go into that particular topic, right? I completely agree with Final Fantasy VII. I will never forget when I got original case with 3 CDs for the PS1. And I was hooked on that game for so long. I played it so many times through. I had until I found Knights of the Round, the summoning. I did 100% runs. I couldn't stop, literally. And that
it was an epic moment. It was an epic moment to remember.
100%. Did you play the remake?
Haven't. I'm still waiting to have some free time up to play it. Yeah.
Very well said. Very well said. I love games, but I play right now. Whenever I can, I try, because that is I turn my head. You turn my mind off. You just space out. You enjoy. You relax. I do that through gaming. And you said Dota 2. I'm more the League of Legends guy, so please Don't blame me.
No, not at all.
But yeah, for me, if it's okay, I share for my personal top three. It's Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Final Fantasy VII,
Okay.
and Path of Exile.
Oh, the last one arguable, but it's arguable.
Why Path of Exile? It is, and this is what I wanted to. I can also connect also to Faraland, right? You said that the heroes, they can learn a lot of skills, and then you can do a combination. And this is where Path of Exile is doing a really, really amazing job. And really shout out to Path of Exile, grinding Game Gears. This sheer amount of possibility of creating builds, endless possibilities. It's freaking amazing. So I just wanted to point that out. And if you're ready, we can go to some questions. We have a lot of questions from the community and from the viewers.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, let me bring up the questions and let's go. Yeah, Edward Paralaes. I apologize if I butcher some names. It's a really good one. It's when will this game be released?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I couldn't hear it clearly.
When will the game be released?
Like I say, the exhibition version for PvE has been released, and the beta test version, the test version for PvP, also available. You can actually earn with the PvP at the moment if you want to. We have tournament and we have ranking system. Expectedly, the full PvP version will be coming out in a couple of months. Not a couple of months, a month or two.
Thank you so much. Then we have another question. It's Crystal Shane Sotelo. What should we look forward from the Faraland NFT? I think, will there be more NFTs?
We do have like I said, in the original one, we have 20k NFTs available, and that's all unique. If we have planned to introduce more NFTs, there will be a different race. So it's going to be an 8 race. So that is still being developed and planned out. So it's nothing to be confirmed just yet. So yeah, that's all I can say at the moment.
Okay. I'm looking forward, right? I will definitely check after this email, check out the NFT collection. I will do even more research, and that's thanks to you, Son. You really got me hooked, to be honest. Thank you. Then we have Jan Mondares. What will be the techniques and strategies to make the Faraland coin stable?
Like I say, stabilize. Creating more use case. Like I said before, the more use case there are, so the more people will be needed to use Faraland. So that's will be sustainable right there. And introducing using our partner token as an incentive as well. That's going to be another way to sustain for our token as well. So yeah. I think that answers the question.
100%. And maybe you can also add, like, the more the game is playable or fun to play, it brings also more people, right?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Again, towards you, it's like what you mentioned a million times, it's all about the game. Then we have another question, but we don't have the name, but I'll just ask it. Does the Fara team intend to collaborate with guilds, and what collaboration can we expect? I think you already mentioned something about, guild systems, but could you just elaborate a little bit more on that?
Oh yeah, definitely. So that guild system is a bit different. I think it's a bit different from the viewers asking, but the guild system is in-game guild system where you can, like any other game, you can join with guild and you battle each other, like Clash of Clans, for examples. And the gaming, if he mentioning about gaming guild, they would we are partnering up with quite a lot of gaming guild right now. Unix, for example, is one of the top gaming guild out there, isn't it? Yeah, we partner up with you guys, and we're going to partner up with a few more. I think what people are actually looking for in scholarship in gaming guild, isn't it? So we do have plan to integrate those scholarship as well from players. So we're going to be integrating a system where gaming guild can manage the asset up there, and people can go up there and hire NFT to play. I think.
Thank you. Shout out to Unix, by the way. Thank you for mentioning. Really good question. The next one is Prodigy Jackson, fan of Horizon Zero Dawn, because you mentioned it right at the beginning. Can you describe how Faraland is similar to it, like combat? I think it's not like similar, but it's inspired, right? Because the developers behind it are inspired by that game, right?
It's inspired by the way the game they develop, by the storylines they provide, right? It's partly inspired by many games, and we put every single the purest detail of those games into Faraland. So it couldn't look or playable like Horizon, because the game itself is a mobile strategy turn-based tactical game. So
again, myself also huge fan of Horizon Zero Dawn, and I understand what you meant, right? It is how they did it, the thought process behind it, the passion they put in it, the whole storytelling, everything. Like, yeah. Wow, we have a long question. Are you ready, Son? There's a long question coming towards you.
Yeah, no worries.
It is from M Tanev. Sorry, I'm bringing up another game. But the X Infinity token AXS is very high valuation, and it's mostly because of the fact that AXS token holders are owning a piece of the treasury. The market cap is basically baked by millions of funds in the treasury, which comes from marketplace tax fees. So now my question is if there are plans to make anything like that. If you want, I can read it one more time.
No, I didn't understand that. Like I say before, 5% of all the transaction fee on the marketplace is being burned on the 12th of every month, and 75% will go into the incentive. All the transaction fee from including gacha and marketplace.
I hope. Tanep, I heard. I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much, Son. And then one more question from M. Tanep, though. Do you think marketplace is going to be increased in the future? Currently, it is pretty low compared to other game marketplace fees.
I mean, the fees are always changing because we use BNB as the transaction fees. So it couldn't be said exactly, but we try to minimize that for the player, because all that transaction fee can put up some players in it. Like, we try to design the system as fair as possible for players.
Okay. Sorry, I just need to reply to our production team.
No worries.
Thank you. Then we have from Colian. Will it be possible to obtain skill books from just defeating some bosses or completing quests? Or you could have a skill book only if you buy one of the item in that marketplace.
So the skill book are NFT items, but it's a special one because once you use a skill book, it's bound to your hero. So it is NFT items, and you can get it from gacha, and later on you can get it from boss. Items from boss fight could drop it. So and crafting features later on, like much more further on, because crafting system going to be NFT item as well. So there's a lot of ways you can obtain skill books, but right now it's from gacha.
Amazing. So I hope the drop chance will be low. So when it comes to the boss,
I mean, it has to be fair, right? Like there's always going to be a percentage on it, right? Either with crafting as well, there's always going to be a success and a failure, right? So we will work it out as fair as possible.
Thank you so much. Because when it comes to drop chances, I'm a little bit picky, and then World of Warcraft, drop chance so high, you get too fast, you get bored, right? So this is my personal opinion. So the right balance should always be there. Thank you to Colin for the question. Really good question. Then we have Pretz Ramos. How can heroes level up?
So there's a few ways to level up your hero. So in-game experience, you can claim on the you can play all the quests, and that will keep your hero experience. And then you can claim it on a website. Just go on to .faraland.io and claim it on there. It's Web3 connected. Or you can use Soulstone. Like I say, Soulstone is an in-game currency, right? You can either sell that for Farah on the marketplace, or you can consume it to increase the hero levels.
Okay, thank you.
And staking, like I mentioned when I'm talking about the API, staking also grant you hero experience.
Okay, now we come to a very, very important question that is asked in a lot of games, in all games. Is there an item to buy for a hero to become more powerful? Or we can say, can this game be a pay-to-win game?
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
So is there an item to buy for a hero to become more powerful?
Item more powerful. Like balancing it. We are working on balancing some items. Some are maybe some not. I don't think any items right now are overpowered, but some items are weaker than others. We have planned on doing a rebalancing on the items, and I think that's all I can disclose, because that would if I go into more detail, that will be exposing the whole game mechanism itself.
Okay, so it will not be pay to win, right?
Pay to win, no. Like I say, there will be balancing. We are working on the PvP seeking system as well. So pay to win, like the more you invest in, the more you can earn. It's not a thing in Faraland. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So, Ken Nava, is there a scholarship program model for the game?
A scholarship model, isn't it? Is that? Sorry, my connection is really weak.
No problem. Yeah. So, is there a scholarship program or model for the game?
Like I also said before, that we are developing one. You can expect to see it in the next few months. There will be a system for scholarship.
Okay. I apologize. So there you go. Now we're back. I hope, Ken, that answered your question. Then let's go to the next one. RTZ Shing. What kind of collaborations can we expect between Unix and Faraland?
Oh,
that's a good one.
That's a good one, isn't it? I mean, the potential is there. The potential is always gonna be big, isn't it? It depends on how the market reacts. It also depends on how Unix want to cooperate as well. And the potential always there. We just have to seek the right opportunity to execute it, isn't it? There's a possibilities always there. There's always open a door. There's always going to be a door for further cooperation. There's always going to be for even improvement in the cooperation. I think and I believe that our cooperation will bring to both communities, values, and not just not in terms of scholarship for player, but in terms of what could potentially be big project in the futures, isn't it?
100% agree, right? But these are also, of course, conversations for another time. We will definitely have them. Looking also forward towards them. So, me and Son, we're going to stay definitely in contact, because I think we will have a lot to discuss. And yeah, let's see what the future will bring between Unix and Faraland, right? Then a question that is really often asked in like all of our AMAs: what would there be a device spec requirement for these games?
The requirement for the games, sorry, can you repeat the question? I think I missed it.
System requirements wise or phone wise, right? Because it will have also a phone mobile version, right?
Yeah. So a mobile version, you can use Stack or LD players to play it on computers, but it is a mobile game, so it is available on. You can play on iOS and Android, both iOS and Android. There's ways for you to download in. There's all instruction on Faraland blogs, so you can go up there and have a look. Sorry, my voice is really sore today.
All good. All good. Thank you for that. Yeah, at the end, it should be available, or it will, or is available, of course, on mobile devices, and it should also fare well and be able to play. Being able to play on most of the devices out there, right?
Yes, that's right.
Great. So now we have Jasper Yadao asking, what if there's too much people in one race? Will there be a balance issue? Or it doesn't matter, like everybody chooses how? Yeah, it's actually a really, really good question.
I don't think it's a balance issue. It's about your playstyle issue I think it's about your playstyle as well. Whether you want to play 3 humans, 3 orcs, it depends on how you're gonna plan out your teams. It's up to you. The tactical is whatever tactic you deem as fit for you, or you deem as the game mate, and you can play it. It's up to you.
Well said.
But there is like between the races there is rarity. So there's the more rarer the hero is. So the more rare the races, you would have higher stat at the beginning, but that doesn't affect the whole game because your body part would be in uncommon and mostly uncommon. While only in human and orc we have legendary and mythical body part, and that would come very an advantage for you in the game. So it depends on what you want to do, and you can always upgrade your body part as well. So it's up to you.
Great. So then we have Freya Ophelia. She has multiple questions, and I will try to compact them into one question, if that's okay for you. Right. First, we'll say, is the game noob friendly? So the entry, right?
I mean, noobs friendly. Like there's always a feature everyone can play. Like the expedition one is pretty straightforward. PvP is up to your skill as well. So if you call yourself a noob, I'm not sure how can I answer that question. But yes, there's easier features to play than others. But let's say it's a game that was passionately inspired by Final Fantasy VII and so many other games, so many hardcore games. So they would, I think that it would be for it's not going to be just for hardcore gamers. Anyone can play it. Like I have to emphasize that anyone can play it, but there will be features easier than others.
And excuse me, is there any sorts of tutorial or anything in the beginning, or is it you'd be just thrown in?
No, this will be tutorial as well, and we have instruction guidance on our blog as well. So we distribute all that information on how you can move, how tiles, how the movement distance in the PvP layout, and the mechanism behind as well. Everything is public. Everything is on that blog, so you can just have a read of it.
Great, thank you. We have a few more questions if you have a little bit more time for us.
Yeah, sure.
Amazing. So plans on how to bring traditional gamers to blockchain-based games?
I think it's about marketing as well. Marketing could be a huge part in bringing those as well. But the most important part is the game itself. It's all about the game. I have been saying that. I'm not sure how many times I have repeating myself saying this. It's about the game. If the game is good, if the game is deemed worthy, player will just come in, because you can't say, oh, this is a good game and come in and say it has to be proven, right?
Yeah.
And the game,
I
think, it's open the door, and Faraland is still in early stage. So if we can actually get some feedback from like traditional gamers, that would help in the later on development. We do have hardcore gamers coming into our game as well, because it's tactical, and we want that as well. Our goal is also, like I say, our marketing goal is as some crypto projects and as a traditional game itself.
Nice. Thank you for Freya. These were all questions from Freya. Much appreciated. We have 5 more questions. They are quick ones. I promise.
Nice.
Amazing. So we have Job at 024. How much money should you spend on average for having a great team?
It depends on the market, so I'm not entirely sure, but definitely have yourself 3 hero and 3 set of items. I'm not entirely sure on the pricing of it at the moment, but that is the number of NFTs that you should have. So we have different kind of set. We have Ninja set, we have the Guardian set. It's named differently, so I think called the Faralands and the Unscrutables. And yeah, like have yourself heroes with good levels and with good items, and I think you would do fine.
Great. Thank you. And thank you, Jobert, for the question. For to go, again, Prodigy Jackson. Are there leaderboards and incentives for being included?
Sorry, I'm not entirely sure I'll follow the question, but incentive.
So yeah, for example, I think he's referring to is also X Infinity in this case. If you're in the top 100, you get at the end of a season, you've been incentivized, right? You receive some Axis token. So is there here also, will there be a leaderboard, and will there be also some kind of incentive?
There is a leaderboard, like even for like I said, or even for the PvP test right now, we have a tournament and we have a ranking system, so that hence there's a leaderboard. There's only the top 200 people can actually earn that incentive, and like I say, the total price is 21,000 Farah. But yes, there is a leaderboard for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Prodigy. And then we have Kai. Did Faraland have maximum token per day? Oh, so is there a limitation of the in-game token that you can earn per day?
So right now you can farm Soulstone playing daily quests and using other quests. So it's up to you as well. So I don't think there's a limit. If you play all the daily quests, if you complete all the quests, I don't think that's doable in one day. So yeah, that's your limit if you finish all the quests. And in one day, because the ranking reward system are being reset every 2 or 3 weeks, so I really can't count it as in day, but in weeks.
Okay. So it's a little bit different though. Okay.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, thank you. Two more to go. We have here Rio Alcantara. You mentioned about gacha. Will there be a pity system if the player reaches a certain amount of draws? Sorry,
can you repeat the question? Like again, it's connection.
So I'm just no problem. I'm just going to reread it. So that you mentioned about gacha, right?
Yes, that's right.
Will there be a pity system if the player reaches a certain amount of draws?
It's all randomized. There is a certain rate. But it's all randomized. And for the upcoming gachas, I think the mechanism could be a touch different, but it's all randomized. So everyone have a chance to get the mythical equipment. Everyone have a chance to get a legendary, but equally you have a chance to have common gear.
Thank you. And one more to go. So is there a land play?
Land plays.
Land sale, sorry, my bad.
Land sales. At the moment, no, but we do have the feature upcoming as well. I think I forgot to mention that, but we do have a land system where you can purchase the land in our game. Yes. It's in upcoming feature that will be updated later.
Great. I mean, land sales are a really, really big also part, right, of NFT games. A lot of NFT games, right?
Yeah, I think a lot are doing it as a moment as well. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a feature in Faraland.
Great. Let me just get back to my notes. So thank you. First of all, thank you for everyone for sending the questions. There was a lot more, but otherwise we will sit here for the next 3 hours. So much appreciated for answering all of these questions. Yeah, if it's okay, let's come to some closing remarks, and then we're gonna do also the winners that will be drawn today, and then, like you already mentioned at the beginning of the AMA, that in the next 24 to 48 hours we will also distribute the prizes.
Yes.
So, did we miss anything? Anything you want to highlight about the project?
I don't think we have anything we missed highlight about the projects. All have been said and all available on our blogs. Just have a look at I think do have a look at the blogs and our website. Do a little bit of research. I think, yeah.
Great. I really, first of all, Son, thank you so much for coming in today, for doing this AMA with us. For everybody else, when it comes to Faraland, the social media, everything, you will find it also in the description of the AMA later on YouTube as well. Of course, everything Unix related will be there as well. I really, one more time, want to thank you, Son. Thank also for all of our viewers, the Unix community, everybody out there who's going to watch it afterwards. Much love, and thanks one more time for being here. And yeah, the winners, they will be drawn. Yeah. So first of all, shout out to Remy. He's our production house. He just talks to me, but you don't hear him. You will see right now on your screen the wheel, and we will pick the winners right now. 10 winners. 10 winners. Okay, so guys, are you ready? Son, are you ready to pick the winners?
Yeah, definitely. Let's go.
Perfect. Remy, spin the wheel, please. Can you bring up the screen for me as well, Remy? Perfect. There we have Ken Nama. Thank you so much. You're the first winner. Much appreciated. Let's go with the next one. And the second winner, AJ Doza. AJ, congratulations. Son, I don't see our names on this wheel.
It should have our name on it as well.
Jasper Yadao, congratulations, my friend. So that was the third one, right? So we have 7 more to go. Then we have Edward Paraleas. I hope I pronounced the name properly. And I already I really apologize in advance if I butcher some names. Ooh, that is a Freya Ophelia. Congratulations. So what was the song? So everybody will receive 20, right?
Yes, everyone would receive a 20 BUSD.
Amazing. Rio Alcantara. Congratulations, my friend. And the next one is Pretz Ramos. Colleen. Congratulations, Colleen. Or Colleen. I hope I pronounced it properly. And it's Mtanev with the awesome questions, my friend. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Ooh. Prodigy Jackson. Thank you so much, Prodigy Jackson. Last but not the least, my friend. Congratulations. Yeah, Son, one more time. Thank you so much. Everybody else.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Congratulations to all winners. Yeah, glad to be here.
Thank you so much. All social media, everything that you need to know about Faraland, you can find it in the description below later on, as well for Unix. I wish you all, everybody, a really awesome day. Stay healthy. Son, thank you one more time for being here, and all the best, guys. Bye.
Yeah.